Kevin Holland is set to face Gunnar Nelson this Saturday night at UFC London. However, he almost ended up in a different fight this time with an MMA reporter. During Thursday's media day, Holland had a strange exchange with a reporter who didn't hesitate to accept his fight challenge.
So, while Shara Bullet is out of ranking, are you interested in fighting him?
London was a far flight, and then I got here and I'm sleeping on a twin bed. So if you want me to travel overseas again, it's going to be a little more difficult. So if he wants to come to America, I'm pretty sure I'll fight anybody. So I don't really get what you're asking me. Are you asking me, am I going to travel again?
No. I am asking you if you are interested in fight with Shara Bullet.
I'm interested in fighting everybody underneath the sun. I mean, if you sign up for the UFC and you want to fight, I'll fight you. Fight's a fight. That's how I get paid.
Challenge accepted.
All right, well, we can go to the locker room right now.
No problem.
Leon Edwards confirmed that he dealt with a staph infection during his training camp for UFC London a few days before the event. A photo went viral showing what appeared to be an infection near his elbow. During Thursday's media day, Leon addressed the rumors, stating that the infection occurred weeks ago. However, he insisted that it had no impact on his training or cardio.
Potential staph infection on your arm. Is there any update you can offer on that?
I actually did had it like this is about six weeks ago. Took antibiotics for it. It's gone. I know it affects cardio-wise or nothing. You know what I mean? I was fine. I don't know if it was staph. It was like a bile or something, but yeah, that's 6 weeks ago. Nothing affected, nothing, and I'm good.
Edwards also shared his honest thoughts on Sean Brady. He said he gained confidence after their face-off in London, when he realized Brady was much smaller than him.
The height difference was pretty
I didn't know
clear to see. It was quite surprising.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that small. When I walked up, I walking towards him. Yeah, like his back turned to me, right? I thought, oh look, what the fuck, Sean? Then turned around. I was like, what the hell? So yeah, I think it's about 5'9", probably 5'8", 5'9". I feel like the size difference, the reach, the strength, will play a big part in the fight, you know.
Leon also believes that with a win over Brady, he will be next in line for a title shot.
I'll fight if you win this.
For me, yeah, 100%. I feel like I'm still ranked #1 in the division. There's been no movement in the division since I last fought. I'll go out there, get a good performance against Sean, put him away, finish him. I feel like that put me right back in line to where I feel I belong, you know, and yeah, 100%.
Garry is furious about not getting the title shot against Belal Muhammad at UFC 315. In a video posted on his Instagram page, the now 7-ranked fighter explained why he believes he deserves a title shot, despite losing his last fight to Shavkat Rakhmonov.
There we go. Why amn't I fighting for a title? I had a chat with my agent and I rang him when I heard about when he told me about this news, and I was livid. Still am to this day. You know, I had a #1 contenders fight where the guy now has to get knee reconstruction and is out for a year. But you know, it's not my fault. I didn't do it. I didn't stab his knee 20-something times and boot the leg off. I'm not fighting for a world title because I'm coming off a loss and they're giving it to a guy who's been injured for a year and they think that's more exciting, but they're wrong. The world title fight was meant to be Shavkat Rakhmonov taking on Belal Muhammad for the world title, but Shavkat apparently is out injured. I wonder how that happened. Now they're pulling in a guy who hasn't fought in a year because he's had an operation on his forearm because he broke it in his last fight and hasn't fought in a long time and hasn't been active. So they're giving it to Jack Della Maddalena to fight Belal Muhammad because I'm coming off a loss. That's okay. Don't worry, I'll get you all.
Paul Felder believes Colby Covington is struggling to maintain his heel persona. Over the last decade, Covington has portrayed the bad guy in MMA, doing everything possible to get under his opponent's skin. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it falls short. Either way, it makes for interesting viewing, especially since it has helped him land big fights. However, in Felder's eyes, Covington is now struggling to keep it up, suggesting he's not the same fighter he once was.
There was also an encounter with Kamaru Usman that when Kamaru walked by Colby and he was just nothing but respectful. I think that his persona is fading. Do you know what I mean? I think he's struggling to keep up that MAGA, Mr. America, bully from college persona these days. I think he's kind of, even himself is just struggling to get through it, because the real issue is, and Patty's right, he is quiet in person because the real situation is he has nothing really against you, Patty. He really doesn't actually want to talk shit to you. He doesn't really want to talk shit to most of these guys. He's only doing it so that he can keep himself relevant. And I think when he's finally retired, he'll be the first to admit to you that it was all complete shit, 100%. And I think now at what, 30, late 30s, towards the end of his career, he's just kind of even struggling to keep the same face with that bullshit, dude. And that's the problem with that type of personality, right? When it's not genuine, because it's not with Colby.
Yeah.
Because I've hung out with that guy for an extended period of time.
Michael Chandler has teamed up with Kamaru Usman ahead of his upcoming fight against Paddy Pimblett. At UFC 3-1 for Dot in a video posted to Chandler's Instagram stories. The two were seen doing strength training at Kill Cliff FC. Kamaru Usman has proposed an unexpected matchup for Ilia Topuria's next fight at lightweight. The UFC lightweight division is in an interesting spot, with Topuria moving up from featherweight and Dustin Poirier set to retire after his next fight, while several contenders remain in the mix to challenge Islam Makhachev for the 155-pound title. In the latest episode of his Pound for Pound podcast, Usman suggested 5 exciting lightweight matchups the UFC should book next. The most surprising of them was Ilia Topuria versus, 8th-ranked Mateusz Gamrot.
Would have to say Islam is fighting Justin, and after that, if you want to give a fantastic fight for Dustin Poirier, the retirement fight, why don't we do the rematch or the 3, Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway? I would do Arman Tsarukyan versus Charles Oliveira, and then I would probably do winner of Chandler versus Pimblett against Dan Hooker. I would do that.
So what does that leave Ilia?
Ilia Topuria, Mateusz Gamrot.
Okay, all right. So now you're just throwing fucking. Now you're just swinging. Now you're just throwing shit against the wall. Come on,
hey. The one thing it's hard. We don't see often is Ilia Topuria on his back.
Gamrot responded to Usman's suggestion on X, writing, "That's right, champ. Small guys are always a great idea." However, many fans in the comments didn't like the idea of Gamrot versus Topuria and criticized Usman for suggesting the matchup. 1. Finn wrote, "Marty has got CTE, no doubt. Did Ollie tell him to say that? Everybody knows y'all are supporting Ollie's little schemes." Others called for Makhachev versus Geithja, but predicted Geithja would get finished into rounds. Some fans mocked Usman, saying, "Leon Edwards changed this man's life forever," while others claimed, "The CTE is kicking in. He looks like he's reading off a script." Top 3 MMA memes here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3, posted by Notorious_AI7-2. Posted by Morph_memes. Number 1, posted by Blocka. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.